y'all? What it is, what it do? It's your girl, Brittany. Freedom! And make sure y'all click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. We are going live tomorrow. I believe I said 7 p.m. tomorrow, y'all. Y'all gotta follow me on Instagram so y'all can talk on my Instagram. We are going live tomorrow, aka Wednesday, aka the 26th of November, okay? The day before Thanksgiving, okay? I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, but not tomorrow. The day after that, they will have that, okay? Simple, easy. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon and become a member on that. I am doing She Sold Jersey over there, and I am doing What It Do Duo Season 2. I just did episode 1, so yeah, make sure y'all go watch that. All right, y'all, without further ado, come on, let's get into baddie. So I wanted to just talk about a few things baddie related, and I wanted to see, what y'all think about the plot. Let's talk about it. So first things first, I want to talk about Scotty's pregnancy. Number one. I am happy for Scotty. Congratulations to Scotty being a mom. They said that she had always wanted to be a mom, so I'm happy for her. I don't think anything is wrong with that. Bringing life into the world, like Natalie said, is a blessing. But I definitely believe that Scotty being pregnant definitely changes a lot of things. So first, number one, Natalie has, from my own understanding, has always wanted Scotty to be off the show. That has finally happened. Ka-ching, yes. Happy-go-lucky, because now she don't have to deal with Scotty and Lemmy as a package deal. She could just deal with Lemmy, businessman, more so than Scotland. So I think that's number one. Scotty will be off of baddies when they do chapter 2, obviously, because she'd have had the baby by then, her being a new mom, blah, blah, blah. I think that she's not going to come back to baddies no time soon. By the time we do see her come back, I think we would want to see her come back. Okay? Also, too, I was talking to my sister earlier, and we was having a conversation because I thought it was a little interesting, the fact that they waited to have the gender reveal after baddie's first episode, after she announces the baby. Now, for me personally, I don't want the baby to be caught up in baddies. It's a baby. That is separate from baddies. Now, if they give Scotty her own little show, I would like to see it. Not love. I would like to see it. Her and Lemmy parenting. I would like to see it. Not necessarily something I'm jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping, doing my Dougie to. But, something just to turn on real quick and be nosy and be in their business, absolutely. But I did think it was kind of strange that the next day, that's when they wanted to have the gender reveal. I'm like, okay, is this like a production baby? It's giving a publicity baby. But also, too, maybe because she said it on the show, they want the fans to be a part of it. And okay, cute, she's having a girl. It did look nice. And I ain't gonna lie, it did look like they got right to the gender reveal part. They showed the baby. It didn't look like nobody ate or nothing. It gave, okay, let's Instagram, do it for Instagram. I ain't gonna do it. Ooh, it's a girl. And then it was all right, y'all know. Get out. Now, at first, for the baby shower or the gender reveal, I didn't think Natalie was there. I was like, dang, the nun not there. Because y'all know she didn't tell Natalie that she was pregnant in the scene, which I thought was crazy that Natalie wasn't in that particular scene. But Natalie was there. She did do a speech and everything. Now, who will take Scotty's place? Because obviously now it'll be just Natalie and Rolly. Obviously, again, Natalie is getting these people out here quick, fast, and in a hurry. Her dreams are finally coming true. Obviously, we know that she wants to get rid of Rolly too. How are we going to get rid of Rolly? How can we get rid of her? The world may not know till it's time. But who will replace Scotty? Do y'all think DTB is replacing Scotty? The only reason why I say DTB is because DTB has been on every season since her first season. She does leave early from time to time, but she is usually there, and I definitely think she has stamped herself because she fought Natalie. Obviously, Rolly, Scotty stamped themselves by, to me, fighting Natalie, getting into it with Natalie, and Natalie just kept him on for a long period of time. So do y'all think that DTB will replace Scotty? If not DTB, who will replace Scotty in y'all's opinion? Now, I want to pick y'all brains with this as well. Not like that, but we don't know when the timeline of Scotty and Lemmy actually being together happened. We really don't know the timeline, even though we all have our speculations behind their relationship. But do y'all think that in a way, not the whole thing, but in a way, do y'all think that Lemmy is using Scotty to be a baddie? And what I mean by that is, I think to an extent, Lemmy doesn't want to be in the background like he once was. I think he likes the attention. I think that he likes being in the forefront. Obviously, him and Scotty had a scene in Baddies that I definitely believe is coming up, because I remember they showed it on one of their Instagrams that they had a scene together. So to me, if they had a scene, it's given that he more so wants to be in the forefront. I believe in my heart of hearts, Lemmy wants to be a star. He wants to be the ultimate baddie. I care what nobody says. Like, I really think in my heart of hearts, this man wants to be on Baddies. Like, he wants everybody to see him shine, his personality, like the whole nine. And Scotty is the perfect girl for him to shine through, in my opinion, because she does have this girl next door personality, innocent. She don't want to harm a fly. And I think he gravitated to her because he can balance her and he can be the star. She will let him shine. She won't think that he overdoing it. You know, she'll let him do what he want to do. So what y'all think about that? Y'all let me know. Now, I'm not saying it's like weird or anything like that as far as like the baby, but I'm saying to an extent, I do think Lemmy wants to be talent or, again, get a baddie chain. Now, let's move on to some comments that were made by Big Lex and Dolly involving Summer, none other. Because, as y'all know, they gave us a preview of somewhere in Atlanta where Summer was getting beat up by Big Lex. Now, let's start with Dolly. As y'all know, in the trailer and in the teaser, they show us Summer and Dolly fighting, and we heard Summer coming up to some, what's a dirty da-da-da, you know, and her and Dolly got to fight. So Dolly said that she still love her some Summer. You know, she still loves Summer, and it was a lot on them mentally through the season. We got to just keep watching, and I don't know why they just say keep watching. I'm like, tell me now. Like, I don't want to keep watching. Spill the tea. Okay, I can get the tea early. But they like, keep watching. She said that she still loves her. She feels bad that they fell out. But, you know, we just got to keep watching. My thing is this. Summer doesn't feel this way, though. Like, Summer, when I heard Big Legs and Dolly, they were more, like, compassionate. They were like, you know, we can be cool, but we can't be friends. They are hurt by the situation. But Summer's like, I don't care about them. It is what it is. I'm not stunning them. Oh, well, they're not my real friends. I'm like, dang. I really am excited to see why they fell out, for real. Like, I really need to see. So when it came to Big Legs, she said it took her a lot to put her hands on Summer. And she does still care for Summer, but Summer needs help and Summer needs to heal. She needs help and she needs to heal. I thought that was interesting wordplay. And she said that she loves Summer from a distance. Summer did trigger her, but it was a lot of things that led up to them fighting. But she was hurt afterwards. Now, this is my thing right here. How you hurt afterwards and went back over there and put the paws on that girl? Now, she said, again, a lot of stuff led up to it. Is it only from this season? Is it just the whole y'all went down on each other? Like, I really do want to know the backstory when it comes to why they fell out. Because it just needs to be there for me. If it's just about the whole licking situation, it wasn't that deep. I'm not her, but it wasn't that deep. But I would say this too. Lex does fight at the drop of a hat. Like, it could really be nothing, and Lex will fight. And fight you hard, do all that yelling, all this and that. So she said, it was a lot of things. So hopefully it really was a lot of things the way that she did Summer like that. Because honestly, right now, seeing Summer face with really a little bit of context, I do feel like Lex did too much. It wasn't that serious for you to be hitting her that hard and like making her bleed, and you had already messed her up, and then you're begging to get back over there to fight her some more. I just don't think it was that serious. But too, again, I need to watch. But right now, to me, she looks like the bad guy. It's not giving it it's that deep. If it's only about the licking situation, it's not that serious to go back over there and beat her any more than you already beat her. Now, moving on to Summer, I definitely believe that this is a changed Summer. Something about her, even on episode 1, you could tell is something different about her as far as her attitude. I don't know if like all the fear has left out of Summer's body or what, because Summer last season was a little hesitant with certain girls. Obviously, if Tasiki would have tried to hit her last season, she wouldn't have tried to hit Tasiki back. She would have got hit and she would have got out of the way, last season. But it's like this season, even from the beginning, as far as Dolly being like, oh, Krishan and Tasiki got casted, Summer, what you gonna do? Like I said, it's like a lot of fear went out of her. I know that she ended up saying like Tasiki don't scare her, and Tasiki thought she was gonna slap her, like she wasn't gonna get slapped back. She not doing that. You not bullying nobody. And again, like I said, even in the episode, it's something different. It's like she's always had her heart. She gonna get out there. But I think Summer realized that she is really a star. Honestly, I really do. I think that Summer has understood that she has been the one carrying baddies for a while because of that impulsion to not mind her business, to speak up and say what we want to hear, or even when we don't want to hear it. But a lot of that, I think that she thought about all that, and then even last season, once she had to sit down for a minute and it was boring, as soon as she came back, she woke it right back up. I think she understood last season her star power, and I think she definitely studied herself. I think she read the comments. I think she seen what people were saying, like, oh, we needed Summer to come back last season. We needed her to start the pot. Like, okay, I don't really care for her, but I'm happy that she back. I think that she really thought about that and was like, yeah, you girls went on nothing before I came. Again, and I will give her credit, which she said she helped Dolly and Lex become better. First season when we seen Lex was in the background and she wasn't fine. Lex was not really a personality necessarily. She was more so just like a fighter, and you seen her over there in the corner, but you weren't thinking about what she had to say. Now she, you can't get her to stop talking. And even with Dolly, early on in the beginning, Dolly, took her time with talking to everybody and everything like that. And she was fiending for a storyline. She was very thirsty to fight. And I think once Summer became cool with them, Summer helped them just take a leap and just be like, when you in the scene, it don't matter if they talking to you or not, go for it. It don't matter if they saying something to you or not, make yourself a part of the scene. And something that Summer did was make herself a part of every scene. Something that DTB did was call out stuff that need to be called out. Two different women, but understood the marketing of it. Summer, rain, sleet, snow, she gonna put herself in any of the scenes. It don't matter. DTB, she was gonna call out anything that she seen that didn't sit right with her, and knew that we as the fans would be like, right, exactly, this, that. Because that's how we was able to figure out the hierarchy, the clicks. A lot of that stuff started clicking once DTB called it out. And again, when Summer left, we was like, oh my gosh, thank God she's gone. I'm sick of her. And it started to get boring. And when she came back, it was like, okay, this is why we need Summer, because Summer don't care about being bloody or nothing like that. And I think this season she really found her power, and she understands, like, I'm the show. Y'all need me. I need y'all too, but y'all need me more. I'm really bringing what needs to be brought. It might not add up in my Instagram numbers, but it adds up in the viewers, in the comments. All they saying is summer, 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 summer. You know? So I definitely think that she figured that out this season. And not only that, she tired of staying with you little fries. She tired of being in her comfort zone, and she moved somewhere else to a woman that she know a lot of people don't like. Y'all know she been cool with Tommy, hugging Tommy and everything, was happy to meet Tommy. And I think that she just put herself in position this season to hang with Tommy. She understands that Tommy opened doors, and Tommy is like her. She is, Tommy could be her mentor for real, because even when Tommy come, it's like, okay, well, we needed Tommy to come and wake it up. And that's the same thing that we did last season with Summer. We needed Summer to come and wake it up. So I think she understood, like, hey, she's similar to me. Now, last topic is Mariah hitting E.T. I don't know what be on Mariah's mind, but Mariah be saying it's on site every time. I don't blame her. I don't mind. I really don't mind Mariah getting down what she mad at. I really don't. Honestly, at this point, you really can't take the baddies nowhere. They're bad. They're really bad. I will say this too, though. I definitely think, as far as violence goes, Zeus is worse than Now That's TV. Zeus has more money, so we can look over their violence a little bit, but Zeus is way more violent than Now That's TV. Now That's TV has really calmed down with their sense of violence. It's still violent, but it's not as violent. I would say Zeus takes the cake with its violence, especially with baddies. Like, baddies is super duper violent. Very much so. Argue with me in the comments. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.